Some careers you watch, some careers you remember. And then there is one career, one single, unrepeatable, almost impossible career that you feel you witnessed something that the sport may never produce again. From a modest two-story brick house in Rosario, Argentina, to the highest points any human being has ever reached in football. Through heartbreak, failure, criticism, glory, and back again. This is the full story, one life in football. This is the career of Lionel Messi. Rosario, Argentina, Acto. Lionel Andrés Messi was born the third of 4 children to Jorge Messi, a factory worker, and Celia Cucitini, a part-time cleaner. They were not wealthy, but they had a football. And the moment Lionel could walk, he never let it go. At the age of 11, everything changed, and not for a good reason. Messi was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency. His body was not producing the hormone it needed to develop normally. The treatment cost $900 a month, an enormous sum for his family. The local club in Rosario, Newell's Old Boys, where he had been showing extraordinary talent, could not pay for it. Barcelona could. In the year 2000, a Barcelona scout named Carles Rexach watched 13-year-old Messi train and reportedly wrote the first contract offer on a napkin because he had no paper. He was that certain. That immediate. The Messi family moved to Barcelona. Lionel joined La Masia, the famous youth academy. He was homesick. He was small. He was foreign. He spoke differently. He was years younger than the other boys in his training group. He was also untouchable with a football at his feet. In 2005, at the Under-20 World Cup in the Netherlands, Messi was named the best young player of the entire tournament. He won the Golden Boot as top scorer with 6 goals, including 2 in the final. Argentina won the trophy. On October 16, 2004, Messi had already made his official Barcelona first-team debut, aged 17 years, 3 months and 22 days, becoming at the time the 3rd youngest player in the club's history. He wore the number 30 shirt and came on for Deco against Espanyol with 8 minutes remaining. 8 minutes, just long enough to show them what was coming. On the 1st of May 2005, in a league game against Albacete, Ronaldinho played a perfectly weighted lob over the goalkeeper, and Messi ran onto it and finished his first senior goal for FC Barcelona. He was 17 years and 10 months old at the time, the youngest scorer in club history. Ronaldinho ran to him, lifted him off the ground, and held him in the air, as if to say to the whole stadium, "This one is different. Remember this moment." We did. The whole world did. Messi was not yet the best player in the world, but anyone watching Barcelona could see what was coming. It was not a question of if, only when. His 2006-07 season was his first real breakthrough. He scored 14 goals in La Liga. He scored a hat-trick in El Clásico against Real Madrid, aged 19. A hat-trick at the Bernabeu before he was old enough to vote in most countries. But one moment from that season stands above everything else. April 18, 2007, Barcelona versus Getafe. Messi received the ball deep in his own half, on the right side. What happened in the next 11 seconds is one of the most studied, replayed, and celebrated moments in football history. He ran. He beat one player, then another, then another. He went past 4 outfield players. He went past the goalkeeper, and he rolled it into an empty net. It was a goal almost identical to Diego Maradona's goal of the century, the greatest goal ever scored from the 1986 World Cup, scored by a 19-year-old who had watched that goal on video as a child in Argentina. Barcelona fans voted it the greatest goal in the club's entire history. It received 45% of all votes, No other goal came close. 2007-08, Messi was named one of the world's elite players. He averaged 8.4 completed dribbles per 90 minutes, a number that no player in any major European league has matched since. He scored 16 goals across all competitions and added 16 assists. But the real question was, what happens when Ronaldinho leaves and Messi is handed the keys? At the end of the 2007-08 season, Ronaldinho left Barcelona. The number 10 shirt became available. Messi took it. He never gave it back. Guardiola took charge of Barcelona. He looked at his squad and built his entire system around one player. What followed was the most dominant period any footballer has ever had in the history of the sport. 2008-2009, Messi's first full season with the number 10, 38 goals, 17 assists. Barcelona win La Liga, the Copa del Rey, and the Champions League, the first treble in the club's history. In the Champions League final against Manchester United in Rome, Messi rises above Rio Ferdinand, one of the best central defenders of his generation, and heads the ball into the top corner to make it 2-0. He wins his first Ballon d'Or at 22 years old. He is not yet at his peak. 2009-2010, 60 goals in the calendar year. Second Ballon d'Or. Barcelona win La Liga and the Club World Cup. 2010-2011, 53 goals. Third Ballon d'Or. Barcelona win La Liga and the Champions League. Again, Messi scores in the final against Manchester United at Wembley. 2011-2012, the year that redefines what a footballer can be. 50 goals in La Liga in a single season, a record nobody had ever reached. The previous best was 40 set in 1990. Messi obliterated it. 73 goals across all competitions for the season. Another record. No player had ever scored that many in a single campaign for a club. And in the calendar year of 2012, across both club and country, Messi scored 91 goals. 91, breaking Gerd Muller's record of 85 that had stood for 40 years. He scored 9 hat-tricks in that calendar year alone. 4 consecutive Ballon d'Ors. No player had ever won 4 in a row. No player had ever won 3 in a row before Michel Platini. Messi did it 4 times, consecutively. In March 2012, against Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League, Messi scored 5 goals in a single match. 5. The first player in Champions League history to score 5 in one game. He would go on to win 6 Golden Boots, the award for Europe's top scorer in a single season. No player has ever won more than 4. Messi won 6. He scored 672 goals for Barcelona, the most any player has ever scored for a single club in football history. He has 4 Champions League titles, 10 La Liga titles, 7 Copa del Reys. And yet, at every awards ceremony, every trophy lift, every record broken, he would stand at the microphone and thank his teammates, quietly, without drama, without performance. The greatest individual career in the history of the club game, and the man himself seemed almost uncomfortable talking about it. For a decade, football could not stop asking one question: Messi or Ronaldo? Cristiano Ronaldo had arrived at Real Madrid in 2009 for a world record fee. By 2011, the 2 greatest players of their generation were sharing La Liga, one in Blaugrana, one in white. Both scoring more goals than any player in history had scored, both winning Ballon d'Ors, both rewriting every record the sport had. From 2008 to 2017, 10 consecutive years, the Ballon d'Or was won exclusively by one of 2 people, Ronaldo or Messi. Nobody else could get close. Not Xavi, not Iniesta, not Ribéry, not Neymar, not Lewandowski. two men had made the award their private property for a decade. The debate became cultural, tribal. It divided countries, families, dressing rooms. Messi, humble, quiet, genius by nature. Ronaldo, relentless, driven, genius by design. The introvert versus the showman. The left foot versus the right. Barcelona versus Real Madrid. Argentina versus Portugal. In El Clásico alone, the two great rivals facing each other across the dividing line of Spanish football, Messi scored 26 goals in 45 matches, more than any player in history in El Clásico. Ronaldo scored 18 and 30. The numbers between them tell a complete story. Messi, 8 Ballon d'Ors, a record, 3 clear of Ronaldo. Messi, 457 career, assists 150 more than Ronaldo. Messi, a higher goals per match ratio across his entire career. Ronaldo has more total career goals, more Champions League titles, the all-time international scorer in men's football. Both arguments are valid. Both men are extraordinary. The debate has no clean answer, which is exactly why it will never end. But in 2022, something happened that shifted the argument in a way that even Ronaldo's most passionate supporters had to acknowledge. Messi lifted the World Cup and became the only player in history to win the 2 World Cup Golden Balls in 2014 and 2022. 8 Ballon d'Ors, a World Cup, 4 Champions Leagues, 10 La Liga titles. For most people, the debate is settled. The one wound that would not close. For all the club glory, for all the Ballon d'Ors, the Champions Leagues, the records, Messi could not win anything with Argentina, and Argentina could not win without him. The failures accumulated. Then 2007 Copa America final, lost to Brazil. Then 2014 World Cup final, lost to Germany. In extra time, Mario Götze's goal in the 113th minute. The most painful single moment of his career. Then 2015 Copa America final, lost to Chile on penalties. Then 2016 Copa America Centenario final, lost to Chile on penalties again. Back-to-back finals. Back-to-back penalty shootout losses against the same opponent. After the 2016 final, Messi walked to the microphone and announced his retirement from international football. He was 28 years old. He had had enough. The whole of Argentina begged him to come back. Fans took to the streets. The message was simple. Without you, there is no Argentina. He came back, but the pain continued. 2018 World Cup, knocked out in the round of 16 by France. 2019 Copa America, 3rd place. The criticism intensified. He was called a coward, called a fraud, called a player who only showed up for his club. Then came July 10th, 2021, the Maracanã, Rio de Janeiro, Copa America final, Argentina versus Brazil, at the Maracanã on Brazilian soil. Argentina had not won a major tournament since 1993, 28 years, 6 finals lost, and the man who had been expected to end that drought for 15 years stood in the center circle one more time. Di Maria scored in the 22nd minute. Argentina held on, 1-0, full time. Di Messi collapsed to his knees on the grass of the Maracanã and cried. 34 years old, 4 goals and 5 assists in the tournament, more goal contributions than any other player by almost double. Player of the tournament. His first major international trophy, after 15 years of trying, after 5 finals lost, after a retirement announcement, after every article written about his international failures. He fell to the grass and he cried. And Argentina, a nation of 45 million people, cried with him. Qatar, 2022. the greatest World Cup final ever played. Argentina versus France, a final so extraordinary that it had no right to exist. A final so dramatic that even people who do not watch football sat down and could not look away. Messi had carried Argentina to the final on his back, 7 goals and 3 assists across the tournament. He scored in the semi-final against Croatia. He arrived at the final as the most important player in the tournament by any measure. The final began like a dream. Messi scored a penalty. Di Maria made it 2-0. Argentina were cruising. France were invisible. With 10 minutes remaining, the World Cup appeared to be won. And then Kylian Mbappe scored twice in 97 seconds. 2-2. Extra time. Messi scored again in extra time, his second of the game. Argentina 3, France 2. Then Mbappe completed his hat-trick from the penalty spot. 3-3 penalties. Argentina won the shootout. 4 penalties scored. France missed. The final score, Argentina are world champions. Messi walked up the steps at the Lusail Stadium in a traditional Qatari-bisht robe placed over his Argentina shirt. He lifted the trophy. He kissed it. He held it above his head. 35 years old. First World Cup title. He won his 8th Ballon d'Or in October 2023, awarded largely on the strength of that World Cup triumph, the most any player has ever won. And he said at the ceremony, "I couldn't imagine having the career that I've had, everything that I've achieved. Neither could any of us, Leo. Neither could any of us." July 2023, PSG, the end of the European chapter. Messi signed for Inter Miami, a club in 14th place in the MLS Eastern Conference when he arrived, a club that had never won a trophy, a club that had been losing games in a league most European football fans had not paid serious attention to. His debut? He came on as a substitute in the 54th minute against Cruz Azul in the Leagues Cup. Stoppage time, score level. Miami needed a winner. He curled a free kick into the top corner in the 94th minute. The crowd at the small stadium in Chase Stadium, a crowd of barely 20,000, lost their minds completely. In his first 11 games for Inter Miami, he scored 11 goals and provided 8 assists. Miami went from 14th to winning the Leagues Cup, their first ever trophy, in a matter of weeks. In the 2024 MLS season, playing only 19 of 34 regular season games due to injury, he still scored 20 goals and led Miami to the best regular season record in MLS history. The Supporters' Shield, more points in a single MLS season than any team had ever accumulated. In 2025, Messi delivered what many called the greatest individual season in MLS history. 42 goal contributions, with 25 goals and 17 assists in 28 games in regular season. Then in playoffs, he scored 6 goals and 7 assists in 6 matches, MVP of the league. And on December 6, 2025, at home in Fort Lauderdale, he provided 2 assists as Inter Miami beat Vancouver Whitecaps 3-1 to win the MLS Cup, their first ever league title. 38 years old, MLS Cup winner, still the best player in America's Football League by the distance of a continent. The MLS chapter was supposed to be a comfortable retirement, a few years in the Florida sunshine before the curtain came down. Instead, it became one more chapter of greatness.
North America, the World Cup on his doorstep. Lionel Messi is 39 years old. He is at his 6th World Cup, a record he shares only with Cristiano Ronaldo. And what a chapter he wrote. 8 goals in 7 matches before the final. 21 career World Cup goals, the all-time record. 12 World Cup assists, more than any player in the history of the competition. Against England in the semi-final, he set up 2 goals to win the match Argentina were in the World Cup final. Facing Spain, facing Lamine Yamal, the same baby he had held in a bathtub at Camp Nou in 2007. The story felt written. The script felt complete. Spain were the better team from the very first whistle. They dominated possession. Argentina's goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez made save after brilliant save to keep the score level. Messi's best moment came in the 5th minute. A pass put him through on goal, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Unai Simon sprinted off his line and reached the ball first. It was the clearest chance Argentina had in the entire match. Their only real chance. Argentina managed just 2 shots across 120 minutes. Just 2. Spain had 20, 12 on target. In the second half of extra time, the 106th minute, substitute Ferran Torres rifled a shot into the net. Spain 1, Argentina 0. Full time. Spain are world champions. 1-0. Messi sat down on the MetLife Stadium pitch as Spain celebrated around him. It was, in all probability, the last match of his international career. The last time Lionel Messi will wear the blue and white of Argentina in a competitive game. Now let us look at the full picture. 8 Ballon d'Ors, a record no one else is close to. 672 goals for Barcelona, the most any player has ever scored for a single club. 4 Champions Leagues, 10 La Liga titles, 1 World Cup, 2 Copa Americas, 1 Finalissima, 1 MLS Cup, 919 career goals, 457 career assists, the most in football history. The only player to win the World Cup Golden Ball at 2 different tournaments. A record 6 World Cup appearances. A boy who could not grow up because his body could not produce the right hormone, who became the greatest footballer who ever lived. He did not win on Sunday night. He sat on the pitch while Spain celebrated. He cried. Because that is what Messi does. That is what he has always done. He makes you feel it.